Hello, my name is Harriton Watko. Welcome to our program. How are we to understand the world events that seem to unfold almost every day? Let's see, you've got Kim Jong-un and America. Will the meeting go on June 12, obviously? Well, the day may not happen on that specific date, but it looks like it's flip-flopping on day 1 to 2 and 3. Then you've got Syria. Okay, the problem is Syria, and the devastation and the disaster will just not stop. It continues. That doesn't leave Iraq far behind. Now, whether the participation of America and Russia doing this proxy war with the Syrians suffering for it, well, it just seems to keep going. Then there's Israel and the Palestine. It seems there's no real solution in sight, with Iran coming into the picture, and again, the President of the United States taking back the last deal, so to say. Now, what happens is there's so many things ongoing. Now, let's look at China, the South China Sea. Let's look at the Philippines. Where do we stand? How do we understand this? How do we get to understand our president? If you look into social media, it will only confuse you, because many, how do I say that, know-it-alls are on Facebook predicting and saying and criticizing everything else, obviously not understanding the bigger picture. It's called the global community. We've got a president that has to act and has to make decisions. It seems there's so many know-it-alls on social media that know better. There's one thing we do know, and that's the Liberal Party is gone, the integrity, their popularity, and somehow their dissolution, their problem is denial, the inability to accept that the people no longer want them. Why they even have a slate for the upcoming Senate next year is, well, baka maraming pere. Ganun, kailangan gastusin eh. With us to help us understand all these issues going on, we've got Professor Gil Santos, from the president of the Futuristic Center. Hi, Gil. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for asking me and being able to help to explain,
At least I can get you when school's out, because you're so busy with the academe,
That's right.
Diba? Yeah. Gil, let's start with the Koreas.
Okay.
Okay, you got the North and the South. You've got the, how do you say, the surprising move by Kim Jong-un saying he wants to denuclearization. Yeah, denuclearization. Now, it seems him and the South Korean president seem to get along, understanding and promoting the same. But when it comes to China, Xi Jinping, and to Trump, it seems the message gets garbled somewhat, which is why the meeting doesn't want to take place. What are the interests that seem to hit against each other?
Well, let's look at the whole picture first. Yeah? Although it is the North and the South Koreans who started all this, because honestly, I do think that they want reunification. You see, they've been divided since 1954.
After the war.
After the Korean War and the dinner truce. And so technically, you still have a war, now. And their people are divided. They can't afford to do that. And the South Koreans, which has twice the number of people that the North Koreans have.
10 times the economy.
And more
okay.
more than 10 times their
let's say
economy.
100 times the
yes,
economy.
Are really, then you have also what was reported last September 3rd of last year, that the mountain site where the rocket missile took off really caved in because of the 6 previous explosions for the last 3 years.
Okay.
And the whole thing just could not take it and collapsed. Therefore,